Hey guys, just a little recap before we get into the actual shooting video. This video is about tuning the action screws on your rifle. To do something like this, you're going to want either a fat wrench or an inch-pound torque wrench. You don't really want to use a foot-pound just because the settings are low enough that most foot-pound torque wrenches can't accurately repeat at that low of a setting. So I started at 30 and worked my way up to 70. It did not like anything beyond 60. It just started grouping very, very poorly. So here's the results. As you're going to see in the shooting video shortly, the 30 and 35, it didn't capture because, as you can see, everything's printing high. But at 40, things really started to come together. And this was the first shot, and then it settled into these two shots. I really should have done a throwaway shot in between settings just to make sure things had settled. And I didn't do that. That's just something I learned and thought about after the fact. But it really liked the 40 and the 45 printed inside of an inch as well. So these are probably going to be my two data points that now I work between these two. So the next time I go out, I'll get the rifle re-zeroed so that way it points a little bit closer to point of aim and test it out to see where the gun really likes. And interestingly enough, I've always torqued this thing to 60 inch-pounds because that was in the middle of Ruger's recommendations. But after doing this test, this is definitely something I recommend you guys do for your rifle as well. Find what it likes, and that way you'll just have the most consistent shooting rifle you can have. So if you guys are looking for the AK magazine conversions, you can go to my website and check that out. I'm also going to be doing the raffle for my Gen 2 rifle soon as I can get things in order on my end. So if you're interested in that, go to the website. You can check out how to get involved with that. And otherwise, I'm gonna jump this over to the shooting video. If you guys have any questions, reach out and let me know. Thanks. All right, guys, got another video for you here. I'm gonna test and see how tight the action screws like to be on this Ruger American 7.62x39. I've thought about doing this before, but just never have. So I've got two targets set up at 100 yards. It's actually 110 yards. It's 100 meters. But I'm going to start out at 30 inch-pounds, and I'm going to start going up in 5-pound increments up to 75 inch-pounds. So let's see what this gun likes. See if we can't get it dialed in a little bit more, and maybe that'll give you guys some place to start from. Now, give the barrel a chance to cool. I'm gonna walk down and look at these really quick. See what it looks like. So it looks like everything's printing high, so it didn't even record my 30 and 35, unfortunately. The 40's got 2 touching and then 1 high. That could have been me. 45 doesn't look bad. 50 doesn't really seem to like that. So 40 and 45 look promising. I may have to rerun the 30 and 35. So that's printing about 4 inches high on everything. So we'll dial that in the scope to correct when we run our next test. So this next test, we're going to be running all the heavier torque values. So we need to dial down about 4 inches because everything's printing about 4 inches high. So we'll head back and do take 2.